Where's my cup? Hello, everyone. Manufactured homes versus your house. A single family home will be the conversation today. Thank you for tuning in. Whether you morning, good evening, good afternoon. That's gonna be the conversation of today. So with that being said, let's jump in with the intro. I hope everyone's doing good. I know that there's a lot happening on lately and during this time. Um, worldwide, if you're in the United States, I know that we all are looking at the markets, and it's not easy for anyone, and it doesn't matter what class or anything like that. Even I, that watching the news and keeping up to date, it's amazing, of everything that is happening. So, and it affects everyone, you know. Um, but hang in there, adjust, adapt, and capitalize. That's the name of the game. Um, there's a huge unemployment. That's the market going down. People are losing their money. My 2 cents on that is that things always need to go down in order for it to go up. Okay. Um, this is when you could see who's an investor and who's gonna be in the sideline. When things are good, my clients or everybody that I talk about real estate say, like, I want to get in the game. I want to get in the game. How do these people buy these houses so cheap? How do they know these investment? Because it's times like these when everybody's scared, when everybody's afraid of taking risk, those people come into play and they start buying. While you are scared because your portfolio is down, these people are like dropping cash. Whether it's real estate, whether it's investment, stocks, now the crypto world, or anything that you know that you can invest. It's when you least want to do it is when you want to invest. Okay. So that is something to take in consideration. I'm not telling you to go and drop everything. This is just what I'm seeing. This is just no financial advice. But yeah, most definitely, this is when you could get the most for your bucks. Not when things are nice, not when things are really good, not when everybody has money. That's not when you make your profits. I mean, that's when you sell. When things are really good, when things are when the value of your home is high, that's when you have to let go of things. Um, Something that I learned from all my clients. I learned from all my clients, and I say this. I'm gonna share this little story for you guys. But we'll get back on track of what we need to talk about, which is houses and manufactured homes. I don't know if I said this before anything, but I had a client that built her dream home. And after building her dream home, it was in 1 acre. It was in Piernan. It was a really nice home. One of my first, I think it was more than $500,000, and I was really excited. Nevertheless, I asked her why was she selling, and she told me that she needed to learn not to get attached to anything. That it's just a phase, and that sometimes she completed her dream home. She did it, and that was but doesn't mean that she gotta stay with it. She was gonna be living in it. So it was a lesson for me not to get too much attached, and that's the problem with us. We have those stocks, we have those bonds, we have that house, and it goes up in value, but we never know. We are too hard to let go of that trigger, and just getting something better, or finding a different route. But anyways, that's just me sharing with you guys. But going back to topic, I have a lot of questions. People, I have clients that ask me all the time, asking me that they want to buy a manufactured home. Okay, and the question is like, why? You start asking questions, and then in the questions they go about because it's cheaper, it's more convenient. They have a land, and they want to put their manufactured home there, and that's fine. That's good. And it's like, why? And I say, why you just don't buy a single family home? And they ask me because financing issues, or they don't find, whatever the case. Well, all of that right there just shared with you pros and cons on why you should have whether you should go manufacturer or single family home. Is something that it always comes up. But did you know that Houston and surrounding cities are not trying to promote manufactured homes? There's some of the cities just prohibit for you to put your manufactured home unless it's zoned for you to do that, right? So what does this cause? This is causing for people to extend, to go further out of city limits, okay, for you to go ahead and do that. Now, it's all about your taste, type of style. Maybe you want to manufacture home because these houses are legitimate nice. So, but let's go here. Let's see what it says. Let me share my screen with you guys. Let's see. Let me share my entire screen. All right, here you go. Let's go 50-50. Let's split it up. There you go. You guys see that? Do you guys see that? Okay. So manufactured homes. What's the difference, right? Let's go with that. We'll see what's the difference. A traditional home, which is your single family home, with those are on a slab that are connected. It's built on the site, permanent foundation. This is important. It's a permanent foundation. Okay, and this is what a lot of people, when it comes to financing, have issue with. It follows local building codes. Okay, manufactured home is built in a factory, which is built faster. Transported to site, follows federal hub code. Now, before, you see right here at the bottom, it says manufactured homes does not equal a mobile home. Post 1976, better standards. So before 1976, these houses were called mobile homes. They were moved from site to site. Okay, now they stopped doing that. Well, they don't recommend you doing that, and it's harder when you try to sell these things. Okay, but let's continue. Traditional home. This is for the single family. You could buy a single family home for a conventional FHA, VA, and I'm pretty sure there's other programs. For manufacturing homes, you need a specific program. Financing may be required. Permanent foundation, title as real property. This is a must. The manufacturer homes needs to be connected to the land. It can be separate. So you got to make sure that when you purchase a manufacturing home, you need to make sure that it's the land and the property is one. Okay. And then higher interest rate as possible. Don't know if that's actually true. I know with interest rate being all over the place, it could be either or. Now I know that the rates, I know that the year amount of this financing is low, it's less, and it's just easier to obtain. You don't need all that information that you need for your traditional home. I've gotten clients, it's just easy. They don't ask, like, they just run my credit. It's more like purchasing a car. I don't want to say that exactly, but just as easy as that. They don't need your bank statements. They don't need all the additional information that you normally need for a single family, your traditional home. So that's something to take in consideration. Okay, resales and appreciation. Traditional home generally appreciate more. Okay, yes, if you buy a property for a traditional home for 100, throughout the years, it's more likely that it will increase. Okay, I don't like saying no more that it's 100% that it's going to increase, because as we see right now, market goes up, market goes down, and we learn as we go on. Okay, now manufactured home, in the other hand, it's kind of hard, because manufactured home may depreciate on land and not title as real property. As the years go by, these homes lose value rapidly. Okay, now I know that most of you will take care of your home and fix whatever you need to be fixed, but after a certain point, like, it's hard to value these homes. Okay, so you might want to take that in consideration when you purchasing these houses. And then if you think, I know that maybe within 5, 6 years, 10 years, you're trying to move out and buy yourself a regular home, you're gonna come into a realization that you might not get what you want. Now, so make sure you talk to your realtor, you strategize correctly, make sure that everything it's done. This, as mentioned here again, not title as real property. If you didn't do this, it's okay. It's gonna get resolved with the title company. They probably help you. They probably gotta register it with in the capital, right? But it's a serious matter, right? In order for all of this to happen, so that's something to take in consideration. Not the end of the world. But if you put it on the land that is leased, then that's another value that it gets thrown out the window. If it's your own land, then they might add the value along with the manufacturer home. Well, you see, a traditional home, you don't really need to deal with none of these things. Okay, so that's something to take consideration as a consider loan equity potential. Yeah. So another thing is that, let's say you want to do a line of credit. I don't think they will give you a line of credit on a manufacturer home. So you have less options and more, I don't want to say problems, but not so happy ending. So you just do your homework. You can always reach out to me, ask me any questions. Guys, if you have comments, I'll be more than happy to answer them now. But just, FYI. Okay, let's proceed. When it comes to maintenance and lifespan, traditional home, longer lifespans, more complex system, higher maintenance costs. It's true. Okay. But manufactured home quality varies by builder, less complex, smaller footprints, mainly more frequently updates. Okay. Traditional home closer to city, better school zones, shorter commute. That unfortunately, the thing is that manufactured homes have a bad rap. You know, if you don't know what a manufactured home looks like, it looks like this. This is a manufactured home. They look nice. They look really nice. They look really. Look at this one. This one looks really nice, right? Now, and this is everybody knows what a single family home looks like. This is like a single family home, right? Your very traditional, very straightforward. Mobile homes. This is before 1979. It's right here. You see mobile homes. They are manufactured something different. They were different coating. So yeah. And then not to get you more confused, but now they have modular homes. That is a combination of a single family with a manufactured home, very similar. This is something else that is coming up, so that is something to take consideration. So manufactured home, more of a rural area. That's correct. Remember what I said, that most of these properties are most of these manufactured homes are going out more because the cities just don't want them. Um it brings the value down of other traditional homes. Unfortunately, they just picked up a bad rep. People just picking up and taking their trailer and just leaving an empty lot right there, or just people not they depreciate so bad that you really don't want to put a single family home next to a mobile home because it will be hard to evaluate, right? To keep its value. Um, Quiet lifestyle, that is true. These homes are more for rural again, just to keep everybody on their own space. Low land costs, that's good. So yeah, it really comes down to convenience of, let me see, city convenience and space and living savings. That's really got to do it. I normally tell my clients to take those things in consideration. It's not easy to find land to establish and manufacture a home, especially nearby the cities, because they'll tell you like, no, we don't want no manufacturing homes. There's restrictions against that. You could build anything else. So that's why I said you might want to look into modular homes that they might allow that until they catch up onto that. But I believe the city of there's a few cities around Ocala, Fresno. They might allow modular homes that are very similar to manufactured, but it's actually a combination of both. Let me see what else. Final takeaway, it's choose your traditional home. You want the longer terms, easy financing, more location. This is more traditional. You have more options on what's happening. Choose a manufactured home. Your budget, comfortable. You're comfortable in the rural settings. If you find something in the city, that's congrats, but it's gonna be tough. Something for need, fast and affordable, and just I believe that it's easier financing. It's short for today, guys. It's just wanted to touch on this topic for anybody that is considering manufacturing. Compare single family home. I would normally suggest you to go with a single family home, just because in the long run you got more options. You get your money's worth, and then within 5-6 years you want to sell, you could get some of that money back. You're probably going to get more than what you could get with a manufactured home. All right, guys, that is all for today. I hope you find this useful. If you have any questions or you want a particular video for me to cover, I'll be more than happy to. Till next time, God bless, and this is where you could reach me. Until next time, ciao.